Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. We are here for another Bond community moment. I love doing these things. We get to know all the people from around the globe, and we're here with Jorrit from James Bond Netherlands. Jorrit, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, David. My pleasure.
This is great. All right, we're going to start off at the bat because although James Bond Netherlands is a global influence in the Bond community, not everybody knows what they're all about. So why don't you start off and tell us, what is James Bond Netherlands?
Well, James Bond Netherlands is a Dutch fan community. And our main goal is bringing the news to our Dutch followers and also our Flemish followers and all the Dutch-speaking people around the world. So that's the main core.
That's fantastic. And one of the things we always ask is, obviously, this was born out of something, a vision or a need. Where did this all come from? How did this ignite?
Well, it was back in 2006 that I started with my mate Merlijn Kuiper, who says hi, by the way. Hello, from Merlijn. And yeah, we were on a forum. And the interest for James Bond started for myself in 1999 with The World Is Not Enough.
Ah.
So that's my favorite film.
Good
Let me put my phone on mute for a second.
Yeah, of course.
So it started for myself back in 1999 with The World Is Not Enough. When I saw that movie, I was astonished by the Thames river chase with the Q-boat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when it all started for me, and then yeah, some time went on. I started collecting the DVDs in the tin case. You know the tin case, the square one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. A special edition, I think it was.
That's right.
And then it all came along, and as I said before, on the forum I met Merlijn and met some other guys, and then Merlijn already had a web blog, and he. Yeah, he asked me, would you like to join me making it a bit bigger than that?
Yeah.
So we were on that forum and we started a website with some other guys.
Mm-hmm.
And their focus from the other guys was on only the Dutch market.
Mm.
So that was a thing that Merlijn and I soon realized that's not the thing for Bond. You have to go international.
Yeah.
So we made a bold move and we said to each other, let's go to the premiere of Casino Royale in London. And we did. We didn't get tickets. We didn't know that you can get tickets. I know now that you can get them. Yeah. Also not invited. And we were there at Leicester Square. As you, of course, know, you've been there. Well. And then we met Remmert van Braam.
Sure.
James Bond Lifestyle. Our mutual friend AJ Chudhary.
Mm-hmm.
And some other guys, I think, who were there as well. Were there many? I think it were those two and more, but I'm not sure. I think Wolfgang Johann Thurauf, you know him from Germany?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Was there as well. So that's what I can remember. And then it all started, the community, getting into the community with our website. We opened on the around the premiere with our site. It was then called jamesbondnetherlands.org. So there was another another website. And we started with Microsoft Publisher, so it was very amateuristic. And then we started growing.
Yeah, and it's amazing too to watch, because you had a really good point. I mean, although if we go to the website right now, there's a lot of things. I mean, first of all, it's in Dutch, so you've got to hit Google Translate, which you have to do. Yeah. But one of the things I've noticed is that you really have embraced the global world. For example, you have become, for want of a better term, an ambassador for the Netherlands. I mean, when you go and show up at an event like Secret Cinema, or you go to Elements opening where we've attended, you're really representing that part of the world. I mean, have you ever thought about the bigness of that?
Well, when I was the first time I was at the Pinewood Studios at one of the Bond Stars events, I started realizing I've met started meeting all our other mutual colleagues and friends that we all love, like Anders from Sweden with Love, Morten Steingrimsson, Well, I just said it before.
Marcos,
It's
all
very
those.
hot. Yeah, Marcos and all the other guys. They all know what I'm talking about for sure. Then I started to think that James Bond is a mutual thing for many of us. We love the character, we love the books, we love the films, we love the merchandise, all the things. And then I started meeting some of the actors and some of the behind the scenes, some of the crew members, and they were so passionate about the stories, about their experiences. Like, for instance, Norman Wanstall, the guy who won the Oscar for the sound for Goldfinger.
Mm.
I've met him a couple of times, and the last time it's just a long time ago because I haven't been to the Pinewood Studios for a long time now. But I remember that moment that we showed one of our magazines. We were making a magazine, a paper magazine, and now we have to. We didn't do it anymore because we don't have that much time anymore for it. We showed it to him, and he was so enthusiastic. He loved it, and we kept talking for 2 hours with a beer, and it was so much fun. And then John Marino, Luigi Ferrara also joined, and then you have a very nice night there.
Oh, gosh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's one of the best parts. I was talking with somebody the other day, and I said, it's so funny because when you get together with these friends, who sometimes you meet for the first time, but you feel like you've known them for years, suddenly you start to almost forget that there's a Bond movie out there.
Yeah.
Because the events and the time with friends and these types of connections are so incredible that it's like the movie's almost background.
That's true. As we experienced last month. This month, was it? Yeah, it was this month. Yeah.
It was this month. Oh
Sorry,
my gosh.
I have to take take a drink because
take a drink.
We don't have air conditioning. I don't have air conditioning. So.
Oh my gosh. And by the way, for those watching this, we were just talking about it. They're going through a heat wave right now. Yep. So, oh my gosh. We're lucky.
And I forget to put my fan on my face. So it's there now.
So let's talk about that because I mean, Bond 25 is being filmed right now. So as somebody who's definitely been to events, who's been into the Bond world for a long time, what are you hoping from Bond 25? What are you hoping to see and experience?
I hope to see, first of all, a Bond movie. But I'd love to see some how do you say it? Some background, more background of the actor, more of James Bond. We've seen it in Skyfall and Inspector, but the man is now not in active service, so that has to mean something that we are going to see, and that's what we have seen at the behind the scenes footage. That he's going to a slow period in his life. It's very short, of course. Because, it's James Bond. So Felix or they will come to him and ask him to have the mission. But that is a thing that I'm looking forward to, and also all those Aston Martins. How many are there?
Yeah, there's going to be lots of toys in this one. I have a feeling.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
So you've been through a lot of things. I mean, you're James Bond Netherlands has been around for a while. You've been doing a lot of representation. There's been some exciting things that you've been a part of. Tell us about the most exciting thing that's happened to you because of the world of James Bond.
Well, I have it. The most exciting thing, one of the most exciting things for me was this. These are the vehicle agreement for media representatives loan agreement from Aston Martin. I don't think you can see it, but
oh my gosh.
We made a video about the DB11 last year. And we took it for 3 or 4 days around 4 countries, and we made a video. So that is one of the things that, was very special.
That had to be amazing.
It was, It was a very fast car. I know that you have one, but
I do, but not a DB11. A DB11 is, I mean, first of all, were you a little nervous driving it at first?
Well, we had a talk, of course, with Aston Martin, and they said it's insured. So that's one. We picked it up at the Nürburgring. Do you know what it is, the Nürburgring?
No.
The Nürburgring is a circuit in the Eifel in Germany. Okay. It's around 23 kilometers long. I think how many miles is that? 15 maybe.
Yeah, give or
Something like,
take. Yep.
yeah, you can drive there as fast as you want for as a civilian. So that's where we picked it up.
Oh my
All the
God.
manufacturers have their experience centers there, like Porsche, Ferrari, BMW. Need I have to say more for the
No, that's
Aston?
unbelievable. I mean, that would blow my mind if
Yeah,
I had the chance to do that. That is amazing.
but there was
Was
one
it
thing.
was
They
it
said
hard to
one
give
thing.
up the car at the end of 4 days? Did you like, shaking with the key?
I cried. No, no, and it was hard to deliver it back to our
Yeah.
friends at Aston, but there was one thing: we couldn't drive it on the Nürburgring because that's a thing for them.
Oh,
Because you have to be an experienced driver, especially with that kind of kit. Because an Aston DB11 is what is it? $250,000, I think,
yeah,
around
yeah.
thing like that. So that was one thing that we couldn't do, but we could do all of the rest. So the first thing that I did with my friend Joey, who is also an editor of James Bond Netherlands, I said we have to plan some free time to get to know the car.
Oh yeah.
So we took it up the autobahn, of course,
Oh,
and pedal to the metal. And yeah, I don't like to bluff, but I can say that I drove well, what is it, 195 miles
oh
an
my
hour. Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
it is.
Is that video on your YouTube then?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Okay, so we're going to put the link in the interview down below because not only do I want to see it, I'm sure everybody's going to want to see that. That's crazy.
Yeah, we've been on a tour. I think how many locations? 3 or 4 locations. We
Right.
didn't film the autobahn run because that was the thing that yeah, logistically it was very difficult. We had a backup car, but a backup car didn't go
Yeah.
as fast as 200 kilometers an hour, like
Oh
120.
my gosh.
So it couldn't follow us. So that was the thing. And yeah, it was an amazing experience.
It had to be. It had to be. Well, let's talk about amazing experience because
Yeah,
the Bond experience, we're all about collecting those.
yeah.
So let me ask you a question. So Eon gives you a call. They ring you
Mhm.
up on the phone and they
Yeah.
go, Yard, listen, thank you so much for all the support. What do you want to do more of when it comes to experiences? Do you want a set visit? Do you want more Aston experiences? Do you want more brand moments? What do you want more of?
Well, I think the people, our followers, would love to see us on set. Definitely. They love the Bond 25 news and all the spoilers, of course. So that's what I see in our visitors and at social visitors stats. But personally, I'd love to drive one of those beautiful Aston Martins.
Oh, yes, the one that we've been seeing. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be a nice continuation for you. You did the DB11 and now
yeah,
you'll do this one and then follow it up with a nice set visit. I could see that
yeah.
happen.
That would be great. Well, yeah. Joey is our guy who does the media and loves to arrange all those things. He's now in LA, so he's in your country for a year.
Oh,
And yeah, we spoke about it. And when he's back in the Netherlands next month, I think we will arrange something with our friends with Aston. So.
oh my gosh, that's exciting. That's exciting. All right, so we got to get to know you a little bit more too. So we understand James Bond Netherlands and what it offers people. And, if you
Yes.
haven't been there, go there. They're on every social media channel. But let's talk about you. So why were you drawn to James Bond? Why not Star Wars or superheroes or Star Trek? Why James Bond?
Yeah, it was that moment in the cinema. I was with my parents. I was 15 years old, and I sat in the cinema here at my hometown Utrecht in the Netherlands, and I had a seat with nobody in front. So I put my legs wide out, just relaxed. And then I saw that movie, and there was a thing that snapped in my mind, like, this is so special.
Yeah.
How is it possible that a film production gets access for 3 weeks to the Thames to go with a speedboat, 2 speedboats, in fact, no, 3, because they had to film it as well,
Mhm.
around the Houses of Parliament, underneath the Tower Bridge, through the Java Wharf, Canary Wharf, all those amazing locations. How is that possible? And I thought, there's only one production in the world who can get that, and that's the James Bond production. And then I thought, this is so special. I love all the stunts that they do for real. It's the last movies. There are many stunts for real, but there is also a lot of green screen that I don't like, but that's another subject. And then, that's when I got it. And then, also I got this one. This is the little Q-boat from Kyoto, from Japan.
Yeah, beautiful.
And, I love this one because so much detail, and The World Is Not Enough is also my favorite movie of all.
It is a great movie.
It's maybe a bit crazy because I don't know many guys and gals who think The World Is Not Enough. Why not GoldenEye, for instance? Also a great movie. I think it's this, for me, the second best, but overall for many guys and women in the world, it's GoldenEye, of course. I know, because it's a great movie. But then it all started, and Marlijn took me along, and we went to London. We went to many locations around London. There is so much location spotting around London, but also in London. I've been to the grave of Tracy. I've been to Stoke Park, the golf club from Goldfinger. I've been to so many amazing locations. Like, for instance, there is a scene in The World Is Not Enough where M is called, Electra calls M to join her in the oil, how do I say it? The control room, where the explosion went on. That location, I went to that location, but I found out later on that it was demolished. So it's not there anymore. So there are some things that you treasure,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's interesting too, because I find psychologically your first Bond movie that you see, especially in theaters, it's something about it. It becomes a part of you. It's just intrinsically there. And then the other thing is, first of all, I have to agree. I think The World Is Not Enough is an underappreciated movie. It's a really good story. It's a good spy movie, first and foremost. And Brosnan, I feel like he's coming to his own. GoldenEye, he was kind of young. But that's the movie where he matures into this kind of experienced spy. I think it's great.
He's the gentleman there. But there's only one thing about The World Is Not Enough that I think that you know where I'm talking about. That is not that good. It's big, but it's not that good. Christmas Jones.
Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Can you translate that for people that don't speak spy?
It's so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, and I loved it. I forgot who said it the other day. Maybe it was the James Bond complex. They were talking about, was it her lines or was it her acting? And I say maybe a little bit of both, but mostly her acting. I'm sorry.
It wasn't that good. There is a movie, Cruel Intentions. Maybe you know it, with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh yeah.
Where they play the kind of lesbian thing with each other. That's a good movie, but this is bad.
Yeah. No, I agree. If we could go back and do it slightly different, that would be
another actress.
Yeah.
Who would you pick for that role if you can do it again? It's very difficult.
I'll tell you what. I wouldn't make her like a cheesecake, short type girl. I'd make her a very intelligent scientist. So I might pick like Emily Blunt today.
Yeah,
I think Emily Blunt, if it was filmed today with Daniel Craig, but the same storyline, I think she would be a good foil.
Right. Right.
And she's got this good, repertoire type thing that goes back and forth. I think she's good like that.
Yeah, she is. She is cool. Yeah.
All right. So this is something that we really want to leave people with. I mean, we found out about James Bond Netherlands. We found out a lot about you, about your experiences. So we're peeling away all the different layers. But what about the future? I mean, right now we know what you and the site do. Yeah. But you must have a vision. If you could take James Bond Netherlands to the next level, where are we going with it? What should we expect?
Well, the thing that I love the most is still the writing, the articles. And that is what I've heard from many of our editors. We have around 6 of them.
Oh, wow.
And they love the writing and they love the experiences. There is a thing that we are going to do next year, and we are starting this year. I can show it to you.
Oh,
it's in Dutch. I have it here. It's in a big envelope. It's this. It's very special. It's we have been asked by the biggest orchestra in the Netherlands. It's called the Metropole Orkest, and they are going to do a special 7 concerts with a 50 men and women big orchestra, and they're playing the music from James Bond. So that's a thing that I really love. I've seen them already at a location at near the beach.
Wow.
And this is very special. So that's the thing that we are going to do.
So are they going to be in different locations then?
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
Do you know the locations yet, or is it still too
it's all in the Netherlands, but
okay.
I don't know if there are Dutch people seeing this. I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
I will say them in Dutch. Ze gaan spelen in Emmen, Utrecht, Eindhoven, Scheveningen, Amsterdam, Enschede en Maastricht. En dat is van februari tot maart. February to March. Next year.
Oh my gosh.
So that's a nice thing that we are going to do.
That is amazing. And that's almost going to lead up to the premiere of James Bond 25.
That's why they chose it, of course, for that.
Yeah, because you got to give yourself time to get to London, hopefully for the premiere.
Oh, definitely. And we will meet again, of course, with these.
Yeah. Shh, don't tell anybody.
You have a match?
I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of events, even this year, leading up. So our paths will absolutely cross, I'm sure, again.
Yeah, there is one. In October, we have the new Skyfall in concert in the Royal Albert Hall.
That's right. That's right. A lot of people
attend. So
yeah, that should be a lot of fun. Well, first of all, Jort, thank you so much for your time. My gosh, this was great to get to know you, to get to know James Bond Netherlands. Thank you so much. I'm going to put all the different links down below so they can explore as well. And thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, David. Have a great day and good luck with the Bond Experience, and we will meet again.
Thank you. We will meet again. This has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll talk to you real soon. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.